Hi there. It's almost midnight on Thursday, January 19th, and by midnight I mean almost the 20th, Friday the 20th. God, I gotta get to sleep. I need to wake up early. Um, but anyway, I felt like I needed to give an update. My sporadic fasting. I guess this is my sporadic update. As far as fasting, same as on my last update. I haven't been fasting, and diet has been pretty similar. I've had days where it's been good from a nutrition standpoint, and days where it's been crazy, ridiculously terrible from a nutrition standpoint. But I think the typical day since my last update has been to like kind of mix it all up in one day where I usually have something bad or some stuff bad, and I also have some stuff good, and I have some stuff that's in between. And that's how most of my days have been. For example, I'll have like a salad with a good variety of vegetables or whatever, and on that same day I'll have like don't that's been my thing lately, donuts, especially like this place near me has jelly donuts, and I just learned about that like in the last week or two, and I like it. They're two good tastes that go that taste good together, and works for me. And yeah, yeah, that's been my thing. That and like fried chicken. Um, oh, and sometimes Jack in the Box has a jumbo meal deal. Like I don't even like their tacos, but I don't know. I've been eating them. It's a lot of food. Like I think it's 4.29 for the basic. Um, I don't know. Sorry, I'm just like not too focused right now. What was I gonna say? But anyway, I'm inspired to fast now. Um, I meant to fast today. Today's Thursday. Well, technically it's Friday now. It's like just past midnight on the 20th. But earlier today on the 19th, I was gonna fast. Um, and then yesterday, well, technically 2 days ago, on Wednesday, I was gonna fast as well. But I guess I didn't want it enough to like put up a fight. There's just like too much momentum, I think, right now from eating to break it, and so like I thought, yeah, if I manage to fast today, that'll be pretty good. But like I didn't really put like that much effort into it. But I think fasting is gonna happen next week for sure. My schedule has I've gotten used to it enough now, and it's predictable enough now that I know which days I'll probably fast. I think when I fast, it's going to be clustered around the middle of the week, and if I eat, it's going to be like closer to the weekends. And then the closer we get to the weekends, it's is where the variability is going to be. Um, I don't know, but I don't need to get into those details. Um, I think it's also going to depend on what kind of physical activity and I do during the middle of the week, because that's also when I'll be like out doing my different workouts and stuff. And we'll just have to see how my body adjusts to it. I remember when I was fasting a lot before, I was able to exercise pretty good without, while I was fasting, except for some like dizziness that I had to be smart about. So we're just gonna have to play it by ear as far as that goes. But anyway, why did I want to fast? I think the desire to fast came from like a number of sources. For one, um, there's a group. There's the group, and I guess several people are fasting now. So that's kind of like you know pushing me in the direction towards fasting. And also, Just the feeling of just the feeling and the appearance from having put on some of the weight back is kind of motivation to fast, and also the feeling of being a little heavier, like yeah, that's good enough. Just like the physical feeling. I mean, besides the psychological stuff, I mean, like the physical feeling, like in my body, the physical changes, besides what I see in the mirror, including my belly and including like a full GI tract, digestive tract, and that's a pretty good motivation. But like the big thing that like kicked it off, um, I guess was like like the combination of everything I mentioned plus what I'm about to mention now. But like like this was like the sign, um, or it's something that I took as a sign to like change and start making start fasting basically. On my way home, I was gonna stop by the grocery store, or actually, I did stop by the grocery store, and when I pulled up, and then I had to check. I was checking messages on my phone, so there were a few minutes where I was just sitting there in the parking lot before going into the store. Actually, I never walked into the store today, but after a few minutes of sitting there, all of a sudden a firefighter truck pulls up, and right behind it, one of those firefighter paramedic trucks, or I guess like ambulances, you can say. Pulled up, and there was someone from the store that was outside, like ready to meet them, and I guess lead them to where they needed to go. Um, and I assume it's like to take them to a patient who's having a medical emergency inside the store. And I kind of took that as a sign that you know because you've got the paramedics in front of the grocery store where I normally buy food and junk food. Tonight I was going to buy junk food. Um, I took that as a sign that I need to change my eating habits. It's kind of gotten out of control. Not because I've been binging or anything, but it's not exactly how I want it to be, and it's been that way for a while, like since Thanksgiving, and I just saw a sign in that. I mean, that in itself, but there's also the fact that um, I don't know how long ago it was, but seeing them reminded me of one time when I was at this same store where I was going to buy junk food tonight. Um, when I was just grocery shopping, just randomly, I guess, just in the past. I remember one time I came across an aisle. It was like the aisle. It was like the last aisle of the freezer where they keep like the bigger portion, like the bulk portions. Like, is that what you call it? Like the bigger portions, and also like all the ice cream. And on the other side, which was not the freezer, because that was like the last side of the freezer, it was like the sodas and stuff. And I remember I just happened to come across that aisle, and I saw like an obese lady. She was sitting up, and it was pretty. She had noticeable like difficulty breathing. She was having labored breathing, and she had the oxygen mask on. And that just kind of clued me into that there were breathing difficulties. I don't know what happened before then, but there were like, it looked like they had mopped up fluids around her. I'm gonna guess they were body fluids because ice cream, soda. I doubt anything fell and like spilled. I'm guessing it's body fluids no matter what happened. She could have had a heart attack. She could have had a seizure. Who knows? But the fact that she was obese and had a medical emergency right there in the supermarket in like a junk food center, I think that just all kind of, I don't know. Is the universe telling me something? I don't know, but I'm taking it that way, and that's like my motivation to start fasting next week. Oh, I have to check my schedule. I don't know offhand, but it's definitely going to be by like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, probably.